I know for sure they're gonna have some flags for that song because he's one of the all-time best rock funk artists ever. So just give you a little clue as to who that is. He's old school for sure, but he's also classic, so I had to keep it short on that intro because he was about to start singing, and I can't have, you know, a copyright hit, because then this video will get taken down, and I don't want that because I got a lot of stuff to cover, man. You guys are gonna probably like this video. I'm gonna try to keep it short as always. Sometimes it goes past. My goal is always try to keep it under 10 minutes. As you guys see, I always go over that. I try not to, but there's a lot of stuff to cover. So let me start off like I normally do. What's up, YouTube, man? Thank you guys for closing in on this video for me. Got a lot of stuff to cover, so let me get to it, man, because I'm trying to keep it short. All right, number one, let me just give a big shout out and congratulations to our 1,000th subscriber. We're at 1K right now. All you UPSers, man, this is all part of us, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, UPS Teamsters. That's what this video channel is all about, man. Trying to pass on information. I get information from you guys' comments. I get information from the union when I'm at work. I get information from checking the website on the Teamsters. I get information from talking to drivers. I get information from talking to supervisors in the hub. I get information from talking to other UPSers that I work with that have 4 or 5, 6 years, 7 years, 25 years of experience. One guy I talked to, he's in our hub. He's a full-time worker, not a part-time worker. He's been with the company 44 years, still going strong. He's not trying to retire. The dude loves his job. He makes a lot of money. He makes somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 or 41 bucks an hour, something like that. I forgot what he told me, but he's been there for 44 years. And he's a full-time worker. He used to drive. He doesn't want to drive anymore for health reasons, but he likes working at UPS, so he has his job in the hub, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, weekends off, union. He can retire whenever he wants to, and he'll get a full pension. I didn't get a chance to write down all the other stuff, but because I got some stuff to cover about the pension, and somebody asked, and we're going to get to that though. And I will write it down because I have been reading in the contract about the pension from the old contract, which is probably going to be some of the stuff from the contract that that's just passing right now, that's going to go into the next contract, is going to stay the same. As far as pension stuff goes, there may be a few changes, but for the most part, it's going to stay the same. So let me talk about everything I got to talk about, and let's get right to it. Number one, shout out to his YouTube channel name is 951 Chico Dinero. He is the winner. You are the winner, brother. You're the one who gets the t-shirt, which is a brown UPS t-shirt, which is the ones that they issue us after 6 months of service. Once you do 180 days in the hub, you will get a brown t-shirt. So that's what he's going to get right now. And I'm going to be throwing in 6-pack of the socks that the drivers wear, the short socks with the UPS little yellow logo that you'll see the drivers wear out there on the road, the package drivers, okay? All right, so congratulations to 951 Chico Dinero. That's his channel name if you guys want to check him out. So he was the 1,000th subscriber, which was actually this morning. It was early this morning that I saw, like, I forget what time, it was like 6 in the morning, something around there, where I saw that he was the 1,000th subscriber. 1K, we're at 1K. So big ups, man. I'm glad you guys are digging the content, man. I love it. All you guys' comments, man, are beyond excellent. So that's what I'm going to talk about next. I'm going to go over some of the questions and comments. I went and looked at a lot of the comments today after we hit that 1K. Okay, so this one was from one of the subscribers, Buddha Lovers. You guys check him out if you want. BUDDAHLOVAZ. He's got a YouTube channel. He's one of our subscribers. So big shout out to Buddha Lovers. His point is, can we talk about the pension? Okay, now like I just said, I want to get real specific with that, and so I'll wait until I'm going to write down some stuff about the pension, how it works, because there's a breakdown. Like, say you're there for 20 years and you want to retire. There's a certain amount of money you're going to get for your retirement, right? So you've been paying into the pension for 20 years. Now you want to retire. Boom, this is what you're going to get a month for the rest of your life. If it's 25 years, then it's going to be A, B, C, and D. It also works like this. If you're 65 years of age and you've worked for UPS for 10 years. So you started at age 55 and then now you're 65. You're going to get a pension. It just won't be that much because you've only got 10 years that you've paid into the pension. So that's the system, the tier, right? So I'll have to look specifically into that so we could talk more about if you have questions about the pension. But if you're planning on doing a career with UPS and you're going to be there for the long haul, 15, 20 years, 25 years, your pension is going to continuously get higher and higher the more years you put in. Hope that makes sense. So for Buddha lovers, if you have anything more specific about the pension, let me know and I'll check it out, because I was looking at the pension on the contract. It's going to change maybe a little bit because the new contract is about to come out, and then I'm going to look at that and see if there's any differences. Then I can talk a little bit more about that. So that's point number 1 and point number 2. Going right along, man. This subscriber's name is K-A-E. That's his YouTube channel. The attendance video that I just put out the other day about discipline, how they look at your attendance, that's probably one of the number one things that hangs people up as far as discipline in the hub. I would say that's number 1. All right, I can't think of anything else that's more of an issue, because we're part-time employees. Most of us have a second job. Most of us have kids or a dog or a mom or a dad or something else. We go to school, we go to college, we go to, we have high school. We have a high school kid in my hub, man. He's a senior in high school and he works at UPS. So he has a limitation on how many hours he can put in. So there's another topic right there. If you're 17, 18 years old, but you're still a senior in high school, sure, you can get a job at UPS. Like on my shift, which is twilight, you come in at 5, 5:30, sometimes 6. Like today we start at 6. Right now it's like 3 in the afternoon, so I'm doing this video on a Friday and I gotta be at work at 6. And he has to be off the clock by, I forget what it is, like 10 or 10:30, and then his mom picks him up or whatever. But he's responsible, doing his thing, working hard, and he's still a senior in high school. Big ups, all right? So the attendance video, K-A-E-K, said that video, they looked at it and said it was definitely related to something that they needed to hear. So I'm glad. I hope that there was something in there that helps you. All right, the next one, I'm gonna go down the list real quick. I'm gonna try to get to these. I'm just going on a lot of your guys' comments and I wanna get back to you guys, all right? So Wayne Ritchie, good job on guessing the last song in the last video, which was, the title was Swing Town, and it was by the Steve Miller Band, all right? So Wayne Ritchie got that one right. Thanks for watching, Wayne Ritchie. All right, now, everybody, I talked about how the impact of Prime Days was felt, right, at the hub, with the volume of packages, because Amazon was offering, I think, 3 days or 2 days of Prime Days, which is free shipping, right? Everybody loves that, and they do that every year. And when that happens, it's like, it feels like it's peak in the hub. Like everything is just moving faster. There's more volume. You're busier. You're getting more hours. That's for sure. So your check's gonna be a little fatter. But everybody felt the impact. The drivers, the bulk package handlers, the small sort, the unloaders, the loaders. I say especially, I got an affinity for unloaders because that's how I started. I did that for 4 months. So all you old unloaders, my heart's there with you, man. And I know you guys get hit hard on Prime Days and during the peak. Now during the peak, a lot of times when I stay over to work, I'll work on the unload side and help out there, and I'll stay for like 2 hours on top of the 5 hours I just did. Plus, during the day I work driver helper until I become a driver. So that's why I can't stay that long, because I have to get up in the morning and go to the location and be there by a certain time and then work until whatever time. And then, you got to get your break and then I got to go to the hub. So everybody felt the impact. I saw a lot of your comments about that. If I don't mention you, don't worry. I will try to get to you. But I saw a lot of you guys mention that you felt the Prime impact, right? All right, so the next person that I'm gonna bring up is Simple Shan. She's a female, and she felt the impact of the Prime. She's an unloader, so she knows what I'm talking about, right? Simple Shan, I know you felt it, and thank you for the comment. Okay, so Tashi X. All right, Tashi X, one of the subscribers, follows my channel, listens to this stuff. Thank you for listening to this stuff. I'm glad it makes some of you guys motivated to continue to watch, man. You guys have no idea how cool this is, that you guys want to hear this stuff, because I'm going to keep bringing this stuff, and I'm going to get more and more content. I just talked to the union yesterday again, about the raises. So that's the most pressing issue right now, because August 1st is like, what are we on, the 22nd today? So we're less than 8-9 days away from raises, and we want to know what we're going to get. It's, you know, everybody's excited about that. More money is important, especially when the gas prices are high, right? So Tashi X, this is his story. From driver helper, watching my videos 6 months ago or so, to preloader, and then now full-time driver. So big props to Tashi X, man. Thank you for watching the channel, and I'm glad. Congratulations on your full-time driver spot. And we're all aspiring. Well, a lot of us are aspiring to be just like you, brother. So, hey, man, thanks for the shout out, because you're inspiring. Like we're seeing your journey. You know, driver helper, preloader, that's all hard work, and then boom, now full-time driver. So congrats to Tashi X, and thanks for watching, man. We're all brothers and sisters, man. We're all UPSers. We're all Teamsters. That's what this is about, man. I'm no better, no different than anybody that watches this channel, man. I'm just glad that I'm able to put some content out that you guys are interested in. Next person I'm going to give a shout out to in the comments is Jennifer Williams. I appreciate your sweet support. She just says really encouraging words, man, that keeps me motivated to continue to make these videos. So if it's just for one person like a Jennifer Williams, then I'll keep making these videos, even if no one else says anything. But I know you guys all say stuff, and I appreciate all the things you guys have to say. I can only get to so many because I'm trying to keep these videos short. So on the next video, I'll probably give shout outs to different people. So thank you, Jennifer Williams, for your sweet comments, man. I put sweet support here. I wrote this all down right here. All right, next person, Mega Color, YouTuber, watches the channel, very supportive of the channel. Okay, this question from Mega Color is basically base maintenance. What's their job, right? Okay, so I'm gonna try to answer that for you real quick. Base maintenance, remember what I've told you guys in the past, I'll reiterate it. After 6 months, you can apply for any job in the hub. You got to put in your 180 days, which is when you get that brown t-shirt, by the way. After 180 days, you get that brown t-shirt. You're going to get a bunch of certificates for working safely, if you work safely. And then you're already in the club. Understand that after 90 days, you're in the club, man. You've 45 days is pretty much your probationary period. 90 days is your union probationary period. You're fully vested in the union. You've paid all your union entry dues. You've been there 90 days. You haven't gotten fired. You haven't gotten, you know, written up crazily for your attendance. You've proven that you deserve to be there. You're in the club. After those 90 days, you are a union employee with all the benefits pertaining to a Teamsters union employee in the hub. Now, after 6 months, that's when you can apply for other positions in the hub. If there's openings and it's less than 6 months, sometimes they'll approach you and say, hey, would you like to go work over here? That's what happened with me. Around the 4-month period, that's when they said there's an opening over here. Actually, no, for me, there was I was working over there a little bit and then going back to unload. And then right at my 6 months is when they permanently allowed me to transfer to bulk, and I had to sign the paperwork and all that. But I was already kind of getting loaned out to the bulk department to help out because they needed help, and I was down. You know, you're a package handler, so you can kind of work anywhere. So anyways, that's Mega Color. Base maintenance is basically after 6 months you can apply for that position if there's an opening and they need somebody and your seniority is good and nobody's above you that wants it, then you can go work for base. They do all the maintenance within the hub on like smaller stuff. So if there's something that breaks, they can fix it. They're gonna swap out motors for the belts, like all the conveyor belts that are in the system. Some of those motors wear down or wear out and burn out, and they just replace that motor. So you'll do stuff like that. If a belt tears, you repair the belt. That happens a lot. They get it back up and running really quickly so that the sort can continue. That's part of base maintenance. You'll see them driving around in the hub in those little 3-wheeler carts with all their tools and stuff like that. The pay scale for them is higher starting. So if you get hired to base maintenance, I think you start around 26, 27 an hour. So it's good pay. They're going to show you how to weld. You're going to do spot welds. So anybody who's a welder, you can talk about that, because if it's a big break, UPS can have that contracted out for like a structural welder to come in and do but if it's a small break, they could do a quick spot weld, take 10, 15 minutes, repair it, and they're out, right? That's maintenance, that's base. All right, so again, they get paid more too. So if there is an opening and you're interested and you have like that mechanical knack, jump on it, man, because you're gonna get paid more. So Mega Color, I hope that helps you out. All right, now that's, I just finished that first page. I'm gonna flip it over. Next person is Jasmine Blue. Gave me a nice compliment. I appreciate it. Jasmine Blue, She said, he's fine. And I appreciate that. So that's another compliment from Jasmine Blue. Thank you for watching the channel. Then my boy, you guys, I got to give this guy much respect. A lot of shout outs to my boy, Patrick Pitts. Okay, check him out if you haven't already checked him out. He's a subscriber. He's a YouTuber. He's on the channel. All right. He basically gives me some really good insight on the contract, which is always what people ask me about. The contract, the raises, right? The pension, our medical leave, all that's in the contract. All this stuff is in the contract for the Teamsters agreement with UPS management, right? So he gives me very specific answers because he watches the videos and he sees what I talk about, and then he'll help me out with saying, hey, this is what you're trying to say, or hey man, tell your viewers to watch this. So like the raises, for instance, right? That's in the contract. So it's in there if you want to look at it. Now, what I really appreciate about Patrick Pitts is it's not just his word, him saying this. He actually took the contract, copied it, and pasted it in the comments of one of the videos 3 videos ago when I was coming back from Oceanside. So watch that video. I think I was coming back from the 4th of July. That video, the contract is in the comments. I think it's in that one or the one before that. But bottom line, it's within the last 4 or 5 videos. Look in the comments. You can literally read the entire contract. So it'll answer your questions without having to have a rumor. You could see it for yourself. It shows the raises, the $1 raise for the cost of living. It talks about that tier that I talked about for your retirement, for your pension. If you have this many years, this is what you're going to take home once you retire. If you have 25 years, 35 years, whatever, that's in the contract, and it's in those comments, all of it. Okay, everything I'm talking about is in that contract. That contract is now going to go away, and there's going to be a new contract. It also talks about the dates. Like it specifically says August 1st, 2022, which is in about a week. It mentions that, and it shows $1. And I think that's because of the cost of living, but it could be something else. Now, Patrick Pitts also mentioned that he said it's the annual raise is going to be 83 cents from what he said. And I believe him because I've heard that same thing from other people in the hub. So that means the dollar raise is the cost of living, and then which is built into the contract, because the contract is almost up. Then the annual raise should be 83 cents. Do the math, $1.83 more an hour. So if you're getting $15.33, which is typical of Southern California, add $1.83 to that, it may be a little more because of the fact, like for instance, the Olympic Hub in Los Angeles, they are at $16.04 an hour right now as we speak. They got that raised July 1st. A lot of reasons why is because the city of LA had voted for a minimum wage increase for city workers, and they fall into the city of LA. They're in LA County, we're in LA County, but they're also within LA City. So they stand to make more money because of that. But as a union worker, is that fair? No, it's not. We should, if they're going up to 1604, we should go up to 1604. I don't know how this works. We're gonna find out, because on August 1st, we're going to know, because we're going to see the increase on our check stubs, and you'll see the difference on your paycheck, but you'll see the difference in your hourly on your check stub. It will show what you make per hour on your check stub. So if you get direct deposit, you still should be getting a check stub. You could look online, but your check stub you should get a physical check stub. I get the physical check stub. I want to see what I make. I want to see all that vacation. I want to see everything that's on your check stub from UPS. You should all be receiving one of those. If I were you, I would opt in to get the actual physical paper, the check stub. You can opt in to get that. Plus, you have your direct deposit as well, of course. But then you get a physical copy of your check stub. You can have it, you pick it up at the hub or have it mailed out to you or whatever. All right. So again, Patrick Pitts, man, thank you. Thank you for all the stuff you say. You always chime in on these videos right on time, and you cover a lot of stuff that I didn't cover or was trying to cover. So if you guys want to refer to the contract, remember, go back about 4 or 5 videos, look at Patrick Pitts' comments, copy and paste it in those comments is the actual contract. The one that's about to expire, that was good for 6 years. Now on August 1st of 2022, it's going to be null and void, and there's a new contract. or at least up until then, you can see the current contract, which is right now, and it's in the comments. So look at it. I've looked at it, and that's what I study that, and I get a lot of information from the contract. It's the same contract that you would see if you went to the website for the Teamsters. It's the contract, right? It's a legal and binding agreement between Teamsters and UPS management. It affects us. It's our contract. So refer to that. If there's questions that I haven't answered, refer to that contract, because that's where any information that I'm going to get is really from that, or from actual union representative that may be saying, hey, this is what the new contract's going to say, or whatever, right? But all my information has to be from sources that are reliable, or from the contract. I can't make stuff up. I'm telling you guys stuff that I want to know too. So I got to be completely honest. If I don't know, I don't know. And if I don't know, I'm not going to speak on something I don't know. So ask me the question, and if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, and I'll go try to find the answer. What I do know, I will talk about. Like on the last video, I talked about the discipline and how to be on time, and watch your attendance, that kind of stuff. Because I mean, like I said, a lot of this stuff is not personal when they give you these write-ups and stuff. A lot of times it's just the system flags it. If you're late 4 times a week for like 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row, it's gonna bling, this guy's always late or whatever. It's gonna pop up, and they're gonna be like, hey man, we're gonna counsel you on your. They should counsel you. That's better than, and then it's like verbal warning, counseling, verbal warning, then written warning. You know what I mean? There's a progression, so they have to go that way. And if you need to get the union involved, have that. Don't sign anything unless the union's there. Bottom line, you have to have a witness, and then the union can help guide you on that. That's just my advice, man. Take care of yourself, and don't just be like, hey, whatever, let's just do whatever you guys say. That's not cool. Another shout out to some friends of mine who just recently promoted to supervisor. I won't say their names because they may not want to be, talked about as far as their promotion, but a lot of people just promoted to supervisor in my hub, and 3 of them are personal friends of mine that just got it. And I've been asked to promote to supervisor in the past. It's not for me. I don't want to do it. I supervised in the military. I was a staff sergeant. I did 21 years. I love the Marine Corps. Great. I don't want to do it for UPS. But I respect supervision. I respect UPS management. They're doing their job. I'm doing my job, right? My job is to get there on time, work safely, work efficiently, help out as many people as I can, go home, and then come back and do it again. That's all of our jobs. So stretch, drink your water, stay hydrated, stay positive. Thank you guys for watching. Continue to watch. Please comment, because your comments are what gives me stuff to talk about, man. You guys got great comments. Some of your questions are like dang, I got to figure that out. I don't know. It's a good question. All right, so as you guys know, what song was that I started with? Who was the artist? And title of the song, all right? Tried to keep it short, as I always do, and I always run over, as I always do. All right, so I don't think I see anything else on here. Again, man, Patrick Pitts, thank you. Thank you, Jasmine Blue. Thank you guys, all you guys. And hey, man, 1,000 subscribers. So guess what? All he's got to do is contact me and give me his address, and I'm going to send him a T-shirt and some six-pack of UPS brown socks. Brown pride, baby. Thank you guys for watching. Holler back at your boy. Ask me some questions, man. I'm going to make some more videos. We are at 1,000 subscribers, man. You guys are the bomb.com. This is Staff Sergeant Calhoun from my park, where I like to come stretch before work and get my peace, and then do my videos for you guys, man. Thank you guys. Much love. We're at 1,000. So big ups to all you UPSers. Thank you for watching. Staff Sergeant Calhoun out.